Alright guys, I'm here to talk to you today about Steve Jobs. That's my first movie review of 2016. Now, this is a particularly interesting film in the sense that it's not a particularly a normal narrative. It's really about Steve Jobs handling his personal life issues along with business issues, from three different particular events. The Macintosh, the iMac, and I can't remember what the other one was, but the iMac was the third one. And I mean, you know what? It's not bad. It's not. I, I like the way it told the story. I like the non-traditional narrative in how it's doing the three act structure. I thought it was very cool. It was very different. I thought the performances from Michael Fassbender and Kate Winslet were really spectacular. Everybody else was fine. Seth Rogen was fine. Jeff Daniels was fine. Fun fact: my first Jeff Daniels movie was Looper, because I have yet to see Dumb and Dumber. I will watch parts of Dumb and Dumber 2, and I regret it. But I mean, you know what? Danny Boyle did a great job. Ernest Sorkin did a fantastic job with the writing, as per usual. That's the strongest part of the film, when it's at least a film written by Ernest Sorkin. My problem is, two completely different films because completely different directors, but whereas The Social Network was more interesting in the first two acts, and then while the third act didn't fall apart, it was less interesting now. This movie, the third act was more interesting because the first two acts just felt like they had to be there. I mean, I get it. It's not like, oh, you couldn't not have. You could not have. It's not like you couldn't have the first two acts in there. It's not that. It's just the way the story told. It just feels like they were kind of needed to be there without really. They weren't interesting. They didn't do it for me. I hope I was able to get that. Hopefully you guys understood that better. But I mean the third act, it finally felt big. Like all three were of these acts. Each act was a big event because it was for a new piece of technology, whatever that Steve Jobs was launching. And the third one, it was the only one that really felt big. And the film has it's the last 5-10 minutes were probably my favorite final moments, or one of my favorite final moments in a film all year. I was really, really happy about that. But I mean, I didn't notice the score. The editing was fine. The camera work was interesting. I don't know. That might the camera work. I again, I thought it was interesting. That might not make sense for some people because, like, well, what makes it so different? Just like the way they were filming the conversations between the two people. It was, to me, it felt like an Inuyasha movie without the style of an Inuyasha movie. I That's the best comparison I can come up with. But I mean, overall, Steve Jobs is a pretty damn good movie. It's not as good as Aaron Sorkin's previous work. It's not as good as Danny Boyle's previous work. And I see the film get nominated for performances, maybe screenplay, but I just because it's such a different screenplay. but I don't get the buzz. I just don't understand the hype. That's not to say it's a bad movie because I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It just it's a little overhyped, which is disappointing because this was a film I was really looking forward to. So that it might go on my most disappointing list. Fuck, I apologize for not being able to English today. So there's that. But please, if anyone's viewing this video, get word out and watch my other videos and just help build up my channel. Help me build my channel. I want to entertain you guys, give you guys my thoughts on movies. Because I know you, if you're watching these videos, you love movies, and just I really appreciate it. It's not just a oh, I just want to get views. I just want to get paid. I just think it would be really cool. Like I said, just it's a habit, not a habit, a hobby. Again, can't English. It's a hobby, and I just think it'd be cool if it grew. Alright, talk to you guys soon.